Practical Business is back, and we're receiving a lot of text questions for our guests, particularly for Mr. Art Florentin. Sir, I'm going to read a few questions for you.
Okay.
This is from Mr. Ed Caragnilla of Las Piñas. Mr. Ed Carganilla, I'm sorry. Mr. Ed Carganilla of Las Piñas. What about the spiritual moral values? Are they not part of HRD corporate values? Give us a ratio. How many companies apply this approach?
Actually, most companies already have what we call corporate values, and part of that are the spiritual moral. But it's a set of values that characterizes the whole organization. So that's part of also of training and development.
So the moral values is being given importance nowadays. It's not just
Especially
productivity.
Yeah, especially now that there's a need for good governance.
Yes.
Yeah, because we can be very technically capable, but if we are not morally, right, then we can do something, against the company, the organization, or even society at large.
Very relevant itong tanong ni Mr. Carganilla dahil kasi yung 2008 the financial crisis which practically brought down the US financial system for some time was due to a lot of moral lapses siguro. You can call it moral lapses by the banks, the financial sector in the US. So that's relevant nowadays. Now another question from Bernie of Pasay City. Please give us the employees tips on how to stay for good in our company, retain our job. Thank you.
How to stay for good from the point of view of the employees.
Yes,
Actually,
siguro how to become
for me, even before you apply for work, you have to consider four things. First, the company. Is it the company that you really want to stay in? The company that you really want to belong to? No? And then, second, does the company have the culture that is aligned to your values?
Yes.
So that, because if you have conflicting values within the organization, then you cannot stay.
So in other words, dapat masaya yung employers mo, pero dapat masaya ka rin.
Oo.
Okay.
And then, third, the career. Kasi sometimes, they just apply for jobs just so merong income. But they should also look into the career so that they will grow in that career.
From Henry from Mandaluyong. Sir Art, why do many companies require 2 years experience for entry level? Entry level job siguro.
No, actually we have a survey among HR managers, and 50% of all vacancies do not require any experience at all.
Marami kasi
Then around mga 30+% requires 1 to 2 years experience.
Yes, because how do they get the experience if they don't if they're not hired in the first place?
So actually this is good news for new graduates because there are really a lot of jobs that do not require experience. But then it is not the only requirement. They need to also have the competencies that are required by the job, and also the core competence, the technical and the core competencies.
Okay. This is from Facebook, from Jenny Uy, from Australia. So we have mates down under.
Wow.
This is a great program. Wish you can feature other alternatives to creating wealth like the stock market and real estate. God bless. From Jenny Uy from Australia. Jenny, actually, a few weeks ago, we had Astro del Castillo, a noted investment analyst, and also Mr. Carlos Ilagan, another notable investment analyst in the Philippines. So we were taking note of that. Anyway, para kay Mr. Marquez, this is from Jenny Ariola of QC, Quezon City. Yes, how long does it take before a patent is approved? Yan, magandang katanungan yan. What if someone else produces the same product while one is awaiting patent approval? Can you file a complaint, stop that person from producing the said product? Madugo ba yung patent process dito, sir?
Actually, sir, yung patent ngayon hindi nakagaya nung dati. Na nung araw, pag nag-file ka ng patent, inaabot talaga ng almost minsan 5 to 10 years. hindi mo pa makuha.
Red tape ng tawag doon.
Ngayon po ay wala pang mga ilang buwan lang, nakukuha mo na kaya mga 5-6 months pwede nang makuha.
Garantisado yan. Magkano, meron bang bayad dyan?
Mayroon naman talagang yung fees naman ito ay regulated naman dahil nga mababa lang naman dito sa atin.
So kailangan kumpleto yung mga documentation mo kung paano mo na-imbento, kailan mo na-imbento, yung technical specifications, kunyari, machine yan of some kind.
Yung technical specs lang naman, pag nakumpleto mo na, Sir Miguel, na-file mo na, hindi ka naman pagbabayarin kung may kulang eh.
So kung sino nauna nag-file?
Opo.
Dahil minsan may mga similar na,
pagka,
lalo na ngayon, maraming mga patent nasa mga either siguro mga software or computer related. So may hindi malayo na magkaroon ng similar inventions. Okay. From Kokoy of Taguig, magkano po ang pamasahe sa aircon jeep from Kokoy? Mas mahal ba sa non-air-conditioned na jeep from Kokoy of Taguig?
Maraming salamat, Kokoy. Yung aming pamasahe po ay pabarehas po ito sa pamasahe sa bus, yung minimum. Sa
magkano
first 4 kilometers namin po ay 10 pesos. Yan.
Ang jeep ngayon is
8 pesos.
8 pesos.
Oho.
So mahal ng konti.
Mahal lang ng konti dahil nga komportable ka naman, sir. Kaya yun ang...
Tsaka nakita ko dun sa mga litrato, ang upo nyo paharapin.
Opo.
Maraming tao nahihilo pag patagilid ang...
Oho.
Okay. Okay, no name, from no name. Okay, good morning, good magkano po yung aircon jeep? Magkano nga ba yung aircon jeep?
Bali, 3 klase kasi, sir. Mayroon tayo yung tinatawag na ordinary type na air condition natin na the same yung figure ng mga ordinary na jeep na mababa. Pero itong ating malaki na jumbo jeepney, nakakapaglakad na kayo sa loob ng jeep. Ito yung kaparehas ng mga coaster na galing na imported. So yung ating ordinary type na tinasabi namin na air condition, ay pumapabot po ito ng 950,000. Yung brand new yung kaha, brand new na lahat, makina. Dahil bawal ngayon irehistro ng second hand na na-surplus.
Okay. For Mr. Art naman, this is from Gerard from Cainta. Lamang ba pag graduate siguro sa Lasal, Ateneo, UP, meron ba discrimination sa galing province?
Well, traditionally, parang may mga kumpanya tinitingnan yung mga universities, pero we are advocating that we should have equal employment opportunities because in the end, it's not where you came from, but what you can do on the job. So the focus should be more on the competencies rather than on some stereotyping. Like for example, it's not only the university but also gender, yung religion, etc. So we should parang no longer look into that too much, but more on the competencies.
Okay, another question for you, sir. From K, that's KEI, from QC. So we have a lot of viewers from Quezon City. Good to staff of practical business. Na check ba ng HRD mga references sa resume? I understand this. Yung na-check nga ba yung mga information is there a way to really do a background investigation? Marami kasi pinapapogi yung kanilang resume.
Yeah, actually
So
there
to be
are lots of companies that really go into background checking.
So honesty.
Especially yung mga references na nilagay.
So siguro isa yan sa mga tips nyo, be honest.
Yes.
Okay. Another for Mr. Marquez, please feature Pinoy inventions on your show. Pinoys are smart too. Nga naman, matalino naman talaga tayo. For you also, Mr. Marquez, Val from QC. Hindi ko alam kung Val na lalaki, Val na babae. Pero Val from QC, many Filipino inventors selling patent to foreign companies. Wala national pride. Oo nga naman.
Marami po yan. Kasi hindi binibigyan ng capital investment para i-improve. Kaya ang ginagawa niya, kung interesado na bilhin sa ibang bansa, pipirahin na nila kagad.
So, ibig sabihin, walang masyadong incentives from the government.
Wala po. Dahil kasi yung 10 million nationwide, ilan ang mga bibigyan? At alam mo naman dito sa ating At mabuti na nga lang at medyo may pagbabago na ngayon, malaki na yung pinagbago. Kaya sana naman pati itong DOST magbago na rin.
Eh, yung private sector, sir, tumutulong ba? Kasi alam ko kung may potential ang isang invention, siyempre meron mga kumpanya dyan na will be willing to bankroll.
Mayroon naman sir ng mga tumutulong na mga private sector. Kaya lang napakabigat yung mga requirements dahil nga alam mo naman dito sa ating Pilipinas, kapatid mo nga minsan wala kang tiwala. Kaya yun po yung importante na sana magkaroon ng tiwala.
Okay, Felix from Felix. I'm an inventor from Laguna. How to join your organization? Yung mga inventor.
Pwede
Meron
naman
ba
po
kayong
silang
mga
tumawag
application
dahil
form?
past president tayo, Sir Miguel, ng Filipino Inventor Society. Pwede naman silang tumawag sa ating telepono ng 888-2132 para matulungan natin kung paano pumasok doon sa intellectual property office.
Para hindi naman nasasayang din yung... Kasi yung intellectual property, pag nawala sa iyo, no, pag na-patent ng iba yun, wala ka na.
Wala na, tapos na.
Okay. Sir, before we end the show, yung mga other tips sa mga aplikante. Unang-una, let's talk about the way they dress. Should they be... Is there such a thing as being overdressed for a first interview?
That's right. No? So, ang isang tip ko kanina, know the company also. Because the way you dress should be appropriate to the culture of the company. Kasi meron mga companies na requires formal business attire, pero meron namang mga casual lang. So kung let's say casual pala yung company, pero pumunta ka doon ng business attire, then you're overdressed.
You will stand out like a sore thumb.
Yeah. On the other hand, if the company is formally dressed, business attire, and then you came in casual, then you'll also...
So kung if they're going to do a background check on you, you should also do a background check on them.
Yes, that's right. And it's easy now because of the internet.
Should they be aggressive? I mean, when talking to the HR, the bosses,
not really.
Yung iba kasi, dalawa yan. Yung iba overly aggressive to compensate. Yung pinakikita nila, madunong sila. And there are applicants who are very meek. Yung nakatingin lang sa ibaba para not to offend anyone. So how do you go about it?
Not really aggressive, but assertive. In the sense that you're able to project yourself, who you are, not somebody else, but who you are and what your capabilities are. So because if you're too meek, you don't talk too much.
You have to
then,
sell
yourself also.
Yes. Okay. Another text question from Armel Santos from Taytay Rizal. Magkano po ang prangkisa ng aircon jeep?
Sa air-conditioned jeep kasi sir, dahil hindi naman tayo yung pumunta na lang po kayo sa LTFRB dahil po yung franchise ay napakalit lang naman ang binabayaran po, 510 yung application fee.
Okay. I think this is for you, sir. Baka kay Mr. Santos din to from Taytay. Ask ko lang po, kailangan po ba talaga sa isang interview pag tinatanong ng English din kailangan ng sagot? I guess job interview.
Yes, that's right. In fact, they are looking at your communication skills. So if you're being asked in English, then respond in English. But if they're asking you in Tagalog or Filipino, then respond accordingly.
So lalo na yung mga trabahong kailangan communication skills, doon ka kailangan magpakitang gilas, in other words. Okay. And on that note, we hope today's show gave you some useful and potentially life-changing ideas. Please check out our website. That's www.practicalbusiness.tv. And please do like our Practical Business TV on Facebook. Join us again next Thursday at 11 a.m. for another hour of insightful discussions and updates in the world of business here on Practical Business. I'm your host, Miguel Hill. Have a pleasant day.